Hello everyone, this is Diane. I am working on the Steampunk Smash book, and I'm using this old train order book cover. It looks like a composition book. It's sturdy. It was old. It was from the 60s, and it was full of yellow, thin yellow paper that I've used in many junk journals. And I sold lots of it in railroad ephemera kits back when I had lots of railroad ephemera to sell. So I still have the cover, and I thought this cover would be fun for the steampunk journal. So I cut, Smash book. So I cut this from a piece of scrapbook paper that I've had for a long time. I've used up most of it, but I have small bits of it left. And I happen to have this really nice big piece, so I'm going to use that. But I need to cover up the back of it somehow also. So I'm not going to Mod Podge this down because it's got this shiny surface and I'm not sure how that would do. But I'm going to Mod Podge some stuff to the back. I don't really know what. I just brought a bunch of stuff over with me. I have these different tissue papers and some little elements. So let's just see what we come up with. This actually came with a box of shoes. See the shoes there? But I like this image there. I thought that looked kind of cool for a steampunk image. So I might use a little piece of that. This is Tim Holtz tissue, I believe. Someone sent that to me quite some time ago. This has more of a male theme than a steampunk theme. I have, hang on just a second. Nope, I have some of his tissue that's in the rolls, decoupage paper, but I have black and white botanical and I have the colorful one. That's not going to work. I might use some of that. Here's another piece of Tim Holtz tissue. I think I can use some of this. Oop, tore that butterfly. I have this silver, and I have this with the gold design. That's pretty cool. Let's start with some of the silver. I'm going to tear a pretty big piece of this. I want to leave some of that composition book look to it. And these are, I think they were printables, and I don't even know where I got them. They might be Ephemera's Vintage Garden, but I'm not sure. Got a bunch of tickets. Thought I might want to add a little color. Well, what do you think? Let's just start laying down some of that tissue paper and see where we go from there. I'll put this piece down first because I guess this piece first. I'm going to coat the whole cover with the Mod Podge. This had a big label on the front of it, which I peeled off. It said Lehigh Valley Railroad. This used to be a railroad town. The depot is now a restaurant. I've been thinking about my cousin today. He lives in the Gettysburg area, which is several hours, like four or 5 hours away from me, so I don't see him a whole lot. But I heard today that his son was in an accident. He's an adult, well, young adult. I think he might be in college. He's in Denver, and he was riding his bike and got hit by a car. And he's in intensive care, but in stable condition. But I'm waiting to hear more. So of course my cousin and his wife flew to Denver from Gettysburg. So he's on my mind today. I did splurge on Etsy yesterday or the day before, I can't remember which now. I think it was yesterday. I have said before that I don't really like to copy dye paper. I haven't been using a lot of copy dye paper lately. I think I'll just glue that one down because it's stiff and it's got the kind of glossy part on top of it like this, but that seems to be sticking okay. Anyway, I looked up copy dyed paper on Etsy. I'd looked it up before, but I just kept thinking I don't want to spend the money on something that I can do myself. But then I thought, I'm so busy all the time and my time is worth something too. And I could spend my time doing other things for my shop. So I found, I'll have to, when I get it, I'll show it to you and tell you what the shop is, because I don't know what the shop is right now. But I found a reasonable price on, I think it's 50 sheets, and I don't remember if I bought 1 or 2 packs. And then I looked up avocado dyed paper, and I purchased some of that. And that seller also had, see, I'm liking this better than what I had before. I think this adds a lot. She also had cabbage dyed, which was blue with a little bit of purple in it, I think. And I'm gonna let this dry, and then I will add these 2 things. And I'm not sure if I'll add the metal embellishments or not. So I'm going to get the back side of this book cover and Mod Podge it. I'm not going to put in, oh goodness, what was on here? It shouldn't be sticking all the way. I must have moved it. I'm getting a phone call. I'm going to stop this. I don't know if it's about my cousin or not, so I'll be back.